even if we answer all of our questions about the neuroscience of consciousness, there will be still some questions that haven't been answered, questions that science can't answer and was never intended to answer. Questions like, why are we conscious at all? Why can we think in the first place? And what is the best explanation for why we find ourselves here as conscious thinking beings? If God does not exist, then we live in a non-conscious universe of matter that has arisen out of non-conscious processes. And the fact that we're here as conscious beings is not impossible, but it's a bit surprising. But if God does exist, then we know that we didn't start with material things. We started with a conscious being in a conscious community of Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Before there was anything material, there was God. And as we know from Genesis 1:1, that God created the heavens and the earth, or in the opening chapters of John's Gospel, through him, through God, through the Logos, all things were made. And so we didn't start with matter, we started with God. And human beings are made in the image of this God. And so here we have an answer to our question. Why can we think? Why are we conscious? Because God thinks, because he is a conscious thinking being. And what that means is that there's an identity to us that goes far deeper than just the activity of our brains, that we're made, our deepest level of identity is that we're made and seen and known and loved by a God who thinks and sees us and loves us and knows us. And that identity will be unchanging, even if our bodies and brains change, which they do as we age, and some people experience disease and degeneration. But even if that happens, there is still a person that exists that is deeply valued and loved and known and seen, and that is unchanging.